What if the past isn't just a memory, but something that still breathes through the images we keep? Tonight, we're not just looking at old photographs. We're uncovering what was never meant to be seen. Faces that shouldn't exist. Shadows that move when no one was there. These aren't just relics of history, they're echoes of the dead. Stay with me till the end, because once you see what's hidden behind these photos, you'll never look at a family album the same way again. There was a woman named Evelyn Marrow, a photo restorer from a small English town called Ravenshade. She specialized in repairing damaged vintage photographs, the kind people sent her from attics and estates, yellowed with time and filled with forgotten faces. One afternoon, Evelyn received a peculiar parcel. No return address, no note, just a small box wrapped in brittle brown paper. Inside were 7 black and white photographs, each neatly labeled on the back with a date from the early 1900s and a faint scent of mold and something else, something metallic. She began her usual restoration process, scanning, brightening, removing blemishes. But when she zoomed in on one particular image, a family portrait taken in front of an old farmhouse, she froze. Behind the family stood a tall figure, half in shadow, half visible. Its head tilted slightly, as though watching her through the screen. At first, she thought it was just a trick of light. But as she enhanced the contrast, the figure's face came into horrifying clarity. A man with hollow eyes and a mouth stretched unnaturally wide, almost smiling. She checked the back of the photograph again. The year read 1903. That night, Evelyn couldn't sleep. The images seemed to replay in her mind, especially that face. When she finally drifted off, her phone buzzed with a message. The number was unknown. The message read, "You shouldn't have restored them." Startled, she sat up. The photos were on her desk. She walked over, and her blood ran cold. The family portrait had changed. Now, there was no tall figure behind them. Instead, one of the family members' faces was missing, replaced by a black void, as if burned away. And in the corner of the room, faintly reflected in the glass of a frame, that same tall man was standing behind her chair. The next morning, Evelyn's assistant, Theo Grant, arrived at her studio, only to find the lights still on and the door unlocked. The photographs were scattered on the floor, all of them showing the same family. But this time, Evelyn's own face was visible among them. Her body was never found. To this day, the local museum in Ravenshade refuses to display those 7 photographs. Staff say that anyone who touches them claims to see the tall man standing just over their shoulder in the reflection. Maybe some photographs aren't just memories. Maybe they're doorways, and some doors were never meant to be opened. If you ever find an old photo with a strange figure in the background, don't try to edit it. Just burn it. What do you think? Was Evelyn's disappearance just coincidence, or did something from those photos escape? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you've ever found something eerie in an old picture, tell us your story below. If you enjoyed this tale of the unsettling secrets of old photographs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves the strange and the supernatural. Until next time, keep your eyes open. Some faces were never meant to be seen twice.